What's up YouTube? It's Onion Bomb here. Welcome back to another Better Call Saul reaction video. And it's actually been a while since I've not only sat down and recorded a Better Call Saul video, but sat down and recorded like in general. Like I haven't I haven't done this in a while. I took I guess you could say a little bit of a break from YouTube, not really on purpose, but like I just kind of like time got away from me. I was doing other things, and I've been really going in with streams and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm trying to get back into it. And of course, Better Call Saul continuing is one of my main priorities right now. But it's getting pretty interesting because last time Saul was kind of competing with kind of blanking on what to call it, but like Chuck, the part of Chuck's company, the I guess more professional law firm. Right now he's trying to grow his own business, but he was trying to use them. Like he did like a whole billboard to look exactly like them, and he got his suit and everything after taking a bribe from the Kettlemans, who didn't want to hire him, so he just took a bribe instead for him not to like really turn him in about the money. But the billboard is a little bit too close to what it was pretending to be, because he was getting kind of pressed for copyright infringement. But then he tried to make a video about how he has to take they're making him take it down, and the guy taking down the sign was falling off, and he saved him, and it turned out to be a whole publicity stunt to get him more support, which I found hilarious and low-key pretty smart too. But he was trying to hide it from Chuck, as Chuck can't be around any kind of electricity, so he doesn't see the news or anything. He tried to hide the paper, but Chuck went to a neighbor's and got it, and that's where the episode left off, to see how Chuck is going to react to what Saul did. So let's get into it. Oh, did she call the police on that? But he left a 5. It's just a paper.
Open the door, please.
Ooh, they have all kinds of equipment, like a radio and stuff.
You're in there. You're casting a shadow through your peephole.
Oh.
All we want to do is talk. Would you please open the door?
I'd prefer not to, officers.
Sir, come on and open up.
I have a condition. I can't go outside or be exposed to what's out there.
You were able to come outside to steal your neighbor's newspaper.
I didn't steal it. I've left $5. The cover price is 50 cents.
Did your neighbor consent to sell you her paper?
Talk about something called probable cause. As I'm sure you know, in the state of New Mexico, there is a 2-part test to determine whether police officers...
Ooh, the whole... Bruh, they're really doing all this over a paper.
10 seconds to open this door.
Electronic devices outside. No phones, no walkie-talkies, no flashlight, no tasers. I can't emphasize that enough. Deal?
Oh no.
Look, I'll give the paper back. Look.
Wow, is he gonna be okay after that? Oh, is this gonna be one of his clients? Saul's moving up in the business.
First, you ain't afraid to put yourself out there. And inside the second, you believe in the real America. Freedom, self-sufficiency. I want to secede from the United States. Now, I got 1,100 acres of property here. Self-sustaining with solar power and wells. A sovereign state, immune to the business-killing regulations of the country in which it geographically lies. We are going to be America's Vatican City.
Oh no!
Ricky? I'm your man. Yeah, let's do this.
What?
Sure. Yeah, we are doing this!
He's making his own, like, country?
The hell with Arlie. I want you on retainer. How about 1 million even? 500 up front, and 500 when we're done.
$1 million. That seems fair.
Would you like that in cash?
Yo. This almost seems like too good to be true. Is this about to be a dream or something? Or a setup by like Nacho? Oh.
Tax-free and backed by the full faith and credit of the sovereign Sandia Republic.
It was too good to be true.
Son, you are getting in on the ground floor.
Yo, come on, man.
And patent law is something you...
Oh, yeah.
Would you mind signing a non-disclosure agreement?
You got it.
If Fisher Price or Play School ever got their hands on this.
No worries.
Ooh. He didn't read that.
I may have seen one of these before.
Not like this. This one has this little unit I've added. This is my invention.
Yo, he's getting all weirdos.
Oh, yeah, that's the way. Gosh, you're big. You're so big. My goodness, look at you. Fill me up, Chandler. Put it in me.
Chandler's my youngest.
Oh no, why is he saying it like that?
It's a little sexual, maybe?
Sexual.
Hey, buddy, you're the one with the sex toilet. Property. Hey, you know what? I hope you do make a fortune, because Chandler's going to need it to help pay for his therapy.
Oh, what now?
No, you just stay put. I'll be right over.
Oh, come on. Come on, man. He doesn't deserve all this.
It's going to go to your nephew, Clarence?
As long as he finishes college. If he drops out, it goes to my niece, Raylene. But then Raylene doesn't get the girl...
The girl with the geese.
doing a will.
Yeah, no, then that would go to your cousin, Helen. Now, I hate to do this, but I do need to bring up my payment. And I'm sorry, but I can't accept S&H green stamps. Now, my fee is $140.
40.
Okay. Hey, can you talk to me?
Oh, shoot.
Jesus Christ, these sons of bitches. No electricity, you understand?
No, it needs to be on. I'm getting security. I need you to get down from there.
What the hell kind of torture chamber you running here? He's allergic to electricity.
You heard the
right?
doc. Get down.
I know how it sounds. But it's real. Oh, shit. My phone, stuff, anything with a battery in it. He can't have it near him.
Dang.
Just my phone.
He's just sitting there with all that stuff around him.
Thanks.
Jimmy, in my opinion, Charles should be committed for 30 days of psychiatric observation. As a family member, you
What?
can submit a petition for him to be evaluated.
I'd rather not.
Hey, buddy. Hey, I'm right here.
The police kicked in my door. No warrant, no cause. I wasn't incoherent. They just weren't listening. They tasered me, Jimmy.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a condition. Electromagnetic hypersensitivity. For reasons unknown, my nervous system has become sensitized to certain frequencies of electromagnetic radiation.
Your brother called it an allergy to electricity.
Well, it's an oversimplification. The closer I am to such devices, the worse my symptoms.
Which are?
Burning sensation in my skin, sharp, cold pain in my bones, muscle fatigue, heart palpitations, blurred vision, tinnitus, vertigo, nausea, shortness of breath, general...
It hurts.
Yes, it hurts. It's been almost 2 years.
I wonder if we'll see, like,
That's
a flashback of this, like, developing.
You think I'm crazy?
I never said that.
No, you didn't, because you're very polite. But you think it.
spent more than a few minutes with me knows that this isn't some kind of delusion. Wouldn't you agree, Kim?
Of course she does.
Well, I'm not a doctor.
You've known me for the better part of a decade. Have you ever seen me exhibit any sign whatsoever of mental illness? See?
Daily life. What do you do for light? How do you prepare food?
I use white gas lanterns. For cooking, I have a camp stove. I have a large cooler I keep filled with ice.
Bring up the paper yet.
That was a dirty trick.
That wasn't a trick, it was a demonstration. Electricity isn't real, it's a manifestation of something deeper.
I'm not saying it's 100% real, okay? But Chuck is smarter than you and me put together. So we're not talking him out of this. Not sending him to a rubber room. The gas he was talking about, who do you think brings him that? And milk and bread and toilet paper and ice and every other damn thing he needs.
Is that helping or enabling?
To be committed involuntarily, he has to be a danger to himself or others.
And he is. Coleman lanterns indoors, a camp stove. He could burn his house down or the entire neighborhood, and then you're looking at a commitment of 10 to 20 years. You have the power to help your brother, truly help him. Ignoring this won't make it go away.
This is very interesting.
Jimmy?
Oh.
I found him.
Talk to the DA, and he absolutely will not sign off on any commitment papers. This is a physical condition, not a mental one. Chuck is of sound mind. I think we can all agree on that.
Of course you don't want Chuck committed.
No, I don't. Why would I?
Because if Chuck were committed, then I become his legal guardian and I cash him out of HHM.
Jesus, Jimmy. Hash that out while he's lying in here?
You know, the tanning bed must have melted your brain if you think for 1 second offense till you showed up, but thanks for helping me decide. Wave bye-bye to your cash cow, because it's leaving the pasture. I'm committing him.
Jimmy, wait, Jimmy, wait. And I agree that Chuck needs help, and maybe it's the right thing to do, but you can't do it like this.
I just want to see that son of a bitch sweat. It's so obvious what he's afraid of. Taking my brother home. You want to talk about this?
There's nothing to talk about.
You took the paper, you saw this. Whenever you think I've done something wrong, something questionable, you get worse.
I didn't get sick because I read about you in the paper. I got sick because I went out of my house to retrieve the paper.
Promotion, it was advertising, that's all.
Which wasn't even allowed until 5 Supreme Court justices went completely bonkers in Bates versus State Bar of Arizona.
Aha!
But in any event, you want to advertise, that's your business.
Business being the operative word there, Chuck, because I have gotten business off of this. Legit business. I'm kind of starting to specialize in elder law on their side. The billboard was a one-time thing. I'm a good lawyer. I just needed some razzmatazz, you know, to get the ball rolling. Some showmanship. That's all it was. It's done now. It's over.
Well, we got the Huggies. We got some Jello, juice boxes. Yo, that's a good cart right there. Yeah. Nita will come again.
Hello there. James McGill, attorney at law. Hey, there he is, the man in the booth. John Wilkes Booth, Booth Tarkington. What you reading there? The complete annotated book of rules for parking validation? Well, you'll be pleased to know I have the requisite stickers.
I'll be still my heart.
And you can have this as well. I'm doing elder law now. You happen to know any elders?
Good night.
Couldn't have a bad one if I tried.
I just love how he rolls up and Mike is just so done. Wonder what that's about. That was like a nurse, I think.
Sleep nice.
Why don't you take some hot milk?
I guess I must be in love because I started
It's a long way from home, aren't you?
You and me both.
Oh. Okay, so that was episode 5 of Better Call Saul. A pretty good one and a very, probably the most informative one when it comes to Chuck's illness, which is, I have a lot I want to talk about for that. But first, I will just say at the end there, with Mike, something's going down, and that gets me pretty excited for the next episode. So just recapping what happened. Saul gave him his business card because he's going into elder law right now about a will. Then he drove past a house. He was sitting by a house and a nurse was there. Came out, pulled out, and then they kind of had a moment and then drove away. And then he drove, I think, to his house. And then he was just sitting there watching TV, and the cops came, and then, yeah, I'm assuming he's in trouble for something. Will he call Saul to help him out? And what did he do? Did he kill someone? Is that why the nurse was looking like that? Because she knew whoever was in that house was dead, and she was coming out, and she was like, yeah, she kind of knew that he did it? Is that why? I wonder if did the nurse and him know each other? I don't know. That is, guess, just something I'll have to wait and see next time to get more information on that. Now, for the big thing here, Chuck's illness. Very interesting because it seems that it's more fictional than I thought. I never heard of it. At first, when I first started watching this, I thought I was just like kind of tweaking, and it was maybe not a common thing, but like it was a thing that was already known to be there. But this is making it sound like it's not even real, and very interestingly, they kind of portraying it like it's all in Chuck's head, like the nurse turned on whatever. I'm not familiar with like hospital stuff, but like the bed like underneath that. She turned that on, and he seemed fine, but I don't know. They were talking about committing him to like psychiatric help. Saul wasn't with it at first, but then a dude, who he's trying to get like his share of pull Chuck's share out from the company from, he's sensing that the reason he doesn't want him committed to keep his share in, and then Saul was kind of with it. I don't know. I didn't really, that guy does seem like a little bit of a stooge, but I don't know. I think Saul should keep Chuck in mind for that more so than himself. Granted, he does think Chuck deserves his share. It's not just him wanting the money. It's not completely selfish, but being committed for like psychiatric stuff is like mental stuff is like that's a big deal, and like he didn't seem where at first, and then like he kind of seemed like he got a little selfish. Like he said he wanted to see that he just wanted to see that dude sweat, and like I get that, but like I don't know, Saul might be tweaking just a little bit. I think he should stick with his guns and not commit Chuck. Because that's really, like, he named everything in the book, like, it hurts to be near electricity, and, like, I don't know, like, that's a big mental issue. But I don't know, maybe he does need the help, maybe he should do it for his own sake, but, like, I don't know, it's a sticky situation. I know I kind of just backtracked everything I said, so everything I said doesn't matter, but, like, I feel like what I'm really trying to say is this should be about Chuck well-being more than giving Chuck his money or getting the money from the company. This is like, what is Chuck? Is he comfortable living this life? Is he safe? They were talking about how the white gas he uses. how that's not really like safe, but like, but I don't know, like, granted that's probably more unsafe than most common things, but like, if you think about, like, you know, you could burn your house down with a stove or like matches. Like, it doesn't mean it's like, you know, like, you should be not allowed to live with those. And the police, they were crazy. Like, they didn't even give him like a chance to do anything. Like they saw the wires cut and they're like, yep, he's a psycho. Let's get in and like tase him. Like, they didn't even like give him a chance really to like resist arrest or anything. And this is all because of a paper. Like, really? A paper? I found it hilarious last time that woman, like, peeked out her window and saw it. But, like, she really called the cops on that. Like, a newspaper, really? Like, I know she's elderly, but, like, he gave him $5, and he said it's 50 cents, but you take the $5, or maybe go over and talk to him at least about it. Like, hey, can you... I mean, he stole paper. Like, he didn't steal like Walter's meth. Like, he's not like, you know, ready to fight it if someone comes after you. Like, I'm sure like he had to wear a whole blanket for that too. Like, I don't know. I know that was an elderly woman, but like, I feel like she definitely should have handled that better. Like, what the heck? That surprised me. I really did not expect that to be the storyline at all. Where I did not expect her to call the cops and like anything to happen with that. I thought it was gonna be more focused on Chuck being disappointed in Saul, and honestly that was barely even touched on. Like, they had a bit of a discussion with it, but he was just like, okay, we'll see. But yeah, there wasn't really too much of a confrontation there. So far in this show, there are things that I'm kind of like expecting, but like they go a different direction. And even though I'm just in 5 episodes, that happened already 2 or 3 times, and it's honestly pretty cool. It's pretty nice. Like, you know, I like when, you know, he surprises me and stuff. So yeah, not an insane amount of this going on right now, but yeah, it's still pretty good right now. Backtracking a little bit in the discussion with the nurse, she said, you know, what if he gets hurt? What does he do? I never thought about that. Like, he doesn't have a phone. He can't be around phones to call. And he can't even have that, like, you know, I've fallen and can't get up kind of thing. Because, you know, anything with a battery, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, it does seem very, like, extreme. Like, that almost doesn't seem like, in today's day and age, that almost doesn't seem like livable. Like, to, like, you know, with things with batteries in it and electricity, being like allergic to almost. Granted, he said, Chuck gave a very detailed and thorough explanation of it, and, but you know, it boils down to a very simplistic level that where they said that he's allergic to electricity, but like he was like kind of really given well, he was really explaining like what it was, which, you know, I really don't know. They're kind of, I don't know what to think about this, because like at one point it almost seems like he's like too into this to be like crazy about it all be in his head, but at another point, like, because if he knows like that much about it, like I would hope the nurse wouldn't think he's like too psycho, but like I don't know. It does almost seem too extreme to be real at the same time. I didn't even know that was gonna be like a thing. I thought it was just like, oh, he has this disease, but no, there's a chance. Oh, this is all in his head, like. And Soul said he didn't even really believe it, but yeah, is this a real rare disease Chuck has, or does he have severe mental issues? Maybe we'll find out more about that in the future. Probably will. Something I do want to see also, I want to see how this happened. Like, we see that Chuck was a part of this business, the law firm, and how he was, you know, working. Like, data. He was helping Saul. He was in like the police station under lights, and like he was normal to say. Now he can't be around anything like that. I want to see what happened to get to that point. Like, is it something that like kind of traumatized him into that? And like then they'll let me know, okay, this is just from trauma, definitely in his head. Or, you know, is it like, you know, just started happening like over time, like out of nowhere, and then maybe it kind of be like, yo, like maybe it could be real. I'm not sure what they're gonna, you know, have, or if it's, you know, it may, I don't know what they were really kind of selling that it was Chuck being, you know, mentally unstable, more so of a real like disease, which, you know, the nurse's kind of like trick with like the bed thing, turning that on, kind of sorta made it seem like it, but I don't know. You never know what they're gonna make canon and what they're gonna make in the story. But I definitely want to see the backstory to how Chuck got from here, like how to get here, like how did this disease start, you know, how did he get in his living conditions. I really hope we see that at some point. I know this show has like 5 seasons right now, or maybe even 6. I'm not too sure, but you know, this is only episode 5, but at some point I do want to see that, because I find this really interesting. Like, I find his disease really interesting. Like, it's something that you get like allergic to electricity. That just seems so like extreme that like I find it interesting, like, to have to deal with. I once again, I could not deal with that at all, because my phone's right here. Well, you're seeing me right now because I have a camera and a monitor. I'm watching stuff on. I have a microphone on our TV, like PC, like all kinds of electricity. The lights are on, like that. I could not be in Chuck's shoes at all. But it looks like Saul might have a decision to make, whether to commit him or not. Will his personal feelings get swayed, or will he do what's best for Chuck? We'll have to see. Also, how's this new elder law gonna help? Like, he's really doing wills. Is he gonna make good money on this wills? That one woman paid him $140. That one dude at the video. There were some characters in this episode. Like, that guy pretty much wanted to make his own like country in America, and paid him in his own currency, and like pretty much like, oh, you're investing. Like, this will cost big money. It's like, oh man. And then he said $1 million too, and like. The way they were presenting, I knew that was too good to be true, but that could have been way worse. I thought that was maybe like a setup by Nacho, because I know Nacho's still kind of heated at him, maybe, for how you know, he ratted on him, which he kind of did, but like, I guess that's besides the point. But that just seemed too good to be true. And that one guy with the toilet, man, he did the sound effects were like, oh, that was hilarious, but that was so very sexual there. That was funny. I like the humor in the show. I loved Saul's humor in Breaking Bad, so that was one thing I was looking forward to in this show, is more of that, and that is so far delivered. Not like entirely from Saul's perspective, but I think we're seeing a little bit more of a serious side of Saul right now. But to be fair, he's going through a lot right now with Chuck, and he's trying to build a business, and he's trying to get to the point. I think we'll get a lot more of like, you know, the joke Saul cracks in like once he actually gets to the Better Call Saul stages and like his actual brand and business. But like right now, it's a very more serious side of Saul. But the show in general, like not just Saul, like I like the humor so far. Like I always said, the Mike, with the stickers gag. I love that. And then, you know, just stuff like, you know, the people at the beginning, like of Saul trying to like make business like that. That was just hilarious to me. And I'm excited to see more of that as well. And I'm interested in what's going on with Mike. Is Saul going to help with that? Is, you know, did Mike kill someone? Is he being framed? Who is that nurse? Why did they look at each other? What's going on there? I'm going to find out next time. But for now, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. No, it's always up to you. I will see you guys in the next video. You watch with me. Good boy.
Wanna tangle, I can feel them try to grab me by the ankles. I can hear them all start to say my name, oh. But it's not about the money or the fame, no. No, it's all about me just doing my thing, yo. Cause I'm loving what I do and I won't change, no. I feel blessed, I could do this every day, yo.